For today's coffee chat, I'm going to be talking about the 7 things I wish I knew before I started my business. If you're new here, my name is MK and I make videos about personal finance, intentional living, and life here in Chicago. I also own a wedding planning firm called Your Day by MK. We have everything from my 75-page wedding planning ebook to full service planning. Some quick background: I opened my wedding planning firm immediately after I graduated from school, and I was a poli-sci major who took 1 entrepreneurship class. This is not a family business. My family is actually in much more traditional career paths. Opening my own business was actually my parents' idea. These are just the things that I wish that I had known before I had started my business.
The first one is that your biggest supporters might not be your closest friends.
This one was really hard for me to understand as I was just starting my business because I was grasping on to anyone and everyone who would help me. I had expected my best of friends to share every post, to recommend every single person they knew, but tell me the last time you went networking for your best friend. In my early 20s, I read this book called The Defining Decade. It's a great book. It's also kind of harrowing. She talks about these things called weak ties. What I realized were my weak ties were the ones that were going to be the most beneficial because my best friends know my best friends. But my weak ties, they knew different people. They're the ones that could actually recommend me to different people. And your weak ties are the ones that are genuinely interested in your business. They're the ones that actually want to follow you and actually want to like everything that you're putting out there. It stinks, but you eventually understand that you don't want your best friends to be intertwined in every single aspect of your business because eventually you want to have some separation of business and life.
The second thing is that what you wanted will probably change.
The first couple ideas I thought I had for my business shifted dramatically. Why? Because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and that's okay. It's a poopy feeling because you feel like you want to be on track, not feel bad for constantly dropping different ideas. But the thing is, through all of that, you're getting on track. You're not expected to be on track immediately. I thought I only wanted full plan weddings. I only want to do 6 to 8 of them a year, but actually now I have an ebook and I do wedding consultations. I only learned that through time and through what it was that I wanted from my business. Heck, we change our minds so much. As people were supposed to grow, it would be bad if our businesses weren't also growing.
The third thing is to have your systems set up immediately.
I can't. I live in the city. There are going to be city noises. So I used to email people back and forth to find out when they were available for us to chat about services. 5 emails in a row. It could span over multiple days to figure out if they were available or not until I started using a scheduling system. Oh my gosh, literally life changer. And the thing is, when you're first starting out, you are just filling time. You're just trying to find things to put in your day to make it feel like you're working a full-time job, but you really should be filling your time with setting up those systems for yourself so that down the road when you are busy, you actually have those systems set up in place and you're not taking time away from actually doing the business that you started. Probably don't have that much cash flow in. Do it incrementally. Start using the free services first. I use Calendly and Dubsado. Calendly is our scheduling system, and oh my god, I wish I had had it earlier, truly.
Okay, let's get settled and cozy. The fourth thing is that there's nothing quite like actually trying to run a business. You just gotta do it. There's nothing else I can say other than you just have to jump in, because there's no way you're going to actually know what it's like to run your business, to build and grow off of your business, than if you were just preparing for it. Because like we talked about before, sometimes there's nothing you can do. You're gonna change your mind. You're going to need to find out what systems you need. And so the best thing you can really do is just go for it now. The fifth thing is to have a niche. Not only does it make marketing that much easier, but it also makes it so that you can start to provide a better service for a certain group of people. When I first started, I cast the widest net I possibly could. And in some regard, you do have to just take what comes to you because you need to start. But I could have decided that I wanted to market to a specific group. And that way, once I started getting that niche, working with that group of people I wanted to work with, I could provide them a service that was tailored to what they actually needed, not a slew of different variations of how it might work. Over time, I started to see that the majority of my weddings were going to be Catholic weddings because I went to Notre Dame. And at first I resisted this, but eventually I realized, wait, I could finally speak to what those people actually need when it comes to their wedding days, moving from place to place to place, knowing how the Catholic Church works. I mean, that is a service that I could give those people. And I started to provide a better service and a better product for people that actually needed what it was I could offer them. The sixth thing is to network outside of your industry. Gosh, this is so important. People in your industry are going to end up being your biggest supporters, your best friends, and you will always be there to be a sounding board for one another. A bunch of wedding planners are not going to be my referral system. I mean, to some regard if you're already booked, but at the end of the day, I'm getting most of my referrals from friends, from family, from people that only know one wedding planner, and it's me. Plus, there's something beneficial from learning from other industries and other people because they do things a different way. It's not an echo chamber of things that you've heard before, or it's a completely different world of things that might be able to transfer over to the business that you're running. Take what you will from them and bring that into your own business. The seventh and most important thing I wish I knew before I started my business was to set office hours for myself. Hilariously, 2020 was the year I finally set office hours, and I'm never going back. You know, setting office hours is what helped others respect my time, but also helped me understand that I had to respect my time. You know, there is a period of time in which you are grinding and hustling and you feel like you're working until midnight and then you wake up at 6 and then you do it again. But you're not someone's lackey. You don't need to be available to someone 24/7. Setting those office hours makes it so that when you do want to stay up until midnight, you have that period from 5 to midnight to work with your nose down and no one's going to bother you. But then once your business grows, you have the opportunity then to say, these are my office hours and I get to enjoy life the way I want to enjoy life. You know, there are things that I like doing, like I like playing Ultimate Frisbee and I like camping and I like reading and I like hanging out with my friends. Setting those office hours reminded me that I built this business so that I could enjoy my life, so that I could do things when I wanted to do things. I was actually getting work done within those hours instead of saying, you know, I have the whole day to get my stuff done. So set those office hours now. Later on, you will make it so that you are respecting your time and you're enjoying the life that you built because you started your business. I mean, there's a reason why we all start our businesses. Starting a business is so hard. There's no roadmap. There's no easy way to do it. And there's no one there to tell you how to do it because every business is different. Your business is going to be different than my business, but these are just some of the things that I wish someone had told me along the way so that I knew what I was getting into, or at least not feel like my crying was unjustified. You know, you're going to cry a lot and you're going to change your mind a lot, and that's okay. Starting a business is rewarding because you get to write the rules. You get to be the one who decides how it is that things are done. If you want to drink coffee on your couch in the morning for a couple hours, that's okay. I'd love to hear what you all wish you knew before you started your business in the comments below, or if you want more of these little coffee chat videos, I'd so appreciate it if you would subscribe or throw me a like. Other than that, cheers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.